mental masturbation. The barter system. We go back a ways in the United States history. You'll find, according to Jerry Freshy, I think it was him that was talking about it, how there was trouble back then with the paper dollar. People didn't like the paper dollar. The people as a whole, when they started trying to force the paper dollar on them, which they eventually lost to, I guess, because we've got it, and well, we're getting rid of it now. But they didn't like the idea of it. The barter system. The barter system, that's what they went by. That's when doctors were doctors and not just the smarter people in the class without a soul that just wanted to make the money. That's when doctors went to your house and they'd take a pig for whatever the hell it was they needed to take care of. They were surviving too. But once you made a doctor a god, you made the smart-ass motherfuckers want to be gods. And they got rid of most of the good doctors in the world. Those that cared. And that was the barter system. You'd trade something with somebody for something else. I give you 2 chickens for a pig hock. Whatever it takes, you know. I give you a fucking 3 weeks of weeding your garden for that damn plow you got over there. They worked with real things. People didn't want that taken out of their livelihood. They knew what they were worth, and they knew that they could get it, and the only people making more than they deserved were screwing somebody else over. But they took those real things away from us. They took that piglet. Said, that's not good for anything. I'll take this over here. What they did was they took the real things away from us, and they made our time in the servitude of others worth a piece of denim. A piece of denim. They took our time and made it a scrap piece of fucking denim, jeans. And they said, well, you can have this. And so now, okay, that's still part of the barter system. I can trade this piece of shit that nobody wanted, and I can get myself a 24 ouncer. I don't have one with me. I'm doing better than that now. Of Pabst Blue Ribbon for that little piece of shit scrap. It was still worth something. And the pennies were copper, and the nickel was nickel. These minerals, these monetary devices we had were worth money if you went and said, hey, this is good for something. Right. But then they took the copper out of the penny. I mean, hell, copper's so expensive and worthwhile that people steal the copper off soldiers' tombs. The copper plate that they put on you for being a veteran, people were peeling them off the cemetery to sell them to the scrap yard. It's worth something. But they took the copper out of our pennies, so what is a penny? It's nothing. The nickel, there's, I don't know how much nickel is in it. You think I looked this stuff up? But it's not nickel anymore. The copper is mostly zinc, the penny. And so they've even taken, once they put a look on this and they can recreate it as being something else, they took the value out of it altogether. They've even taken the ability of us away from us to be able to go down to the pawn shop and say, I got 3 pounds of copper, what do you got? And they say, well, that's a valid piece of material. I'm not even going to argue with it. I can sell it. You know, it's worth something. And the denim they've been doing since like the 1800s. For the dollar, that's why the dollar is so, still stands up to everything. They quit using denim. They're the Crane Company denim. They quit using it because they started making all the skinny jeans and putting, you know, I wonder how much money Chuck Norris is making off of this. I feel like he's been robbed because they went to the skinny jeans with spandex, and Chuck Norris had the stretch jeans for kicking people that everybody laughed at years ago. Yeah, that was the 90s. He started the problem with our dollar bill. These Crane people, they have to go out, they can't buy a stretchy piece of scrap anymore because it just doesn't hold up. I notice those that I get, they just tear right through after any time of working in them. And he should have gotten something. So they had to start buying more expensive stuff straight from the cotton industry because they couldn't get the cheap shit they were making anymore. And for the dollar. And what that says was the dollar was cheap, and now they're upset and it's not as worth as much because the people that are making it have to spend more to fucking make it. But there it is. The barter system. We've given our time, which is worth more to us than anything, and a few of us even realize how much it's worth. And what we've done is the only thing left that's worth anything at all in our pocket is our hands in conjunction with our dick. This is mental masturbation. Why didn't these people that fight for the idea that they need to give us our money back? They need to give us our value back. It was, don't give all our money to that guy. They don't even know who's taking what from them. And here's poor Crane money-making people having to buy shit that costs too much and doesn't give enough back.